Some would argue footwork is just as important as your hands. In today's episode, I'm going to break down some fundamental points regarding footwork and explain why it's unbelievably important in boxing.
Watch this. Boxing.
Welcome back to Boxing on the Edge with me, Henry. Today we're going to be talking about footwork. It is a dying art in boxing. It's not really taught that much. But this lesson today will be for beginners, and I'm going to give you some tips and pointers that you can practice immediately to freshen up your technique. Okay, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for tuning in. As always, hit the like and subscribe. Today we're going to talk about footwork, a fundamental key part of boxing that isn't really taught that much, especially not these days. Definitely a dying art. It's very simple, but it's also got some complexities to it. But I'm going to break it down for beginners today and give you some key steps and points on how to perform good footwork. And I'll be highlighting some mistakes also that will help your technique immediately, and then you can put it to practice. Let's go. Okay, this is going to be for beginners, so there's some stuff I'm going to miss out, but I don't want to overwhelm you with some information. So basically, when you're practicing footwork or deploying footwork, you essentially want whatever foot you're leading with, the other foot is just going to follow it in the same direction without crossing over or without overtaking it or without leaving it too far behind. For example, when you're going straight forward, if you're shooting a straight jab, one foot just follows the other. That's basically it. Obviously it's more complicated, but if you're moving left, and your lead foot, let's just say it's my left foot, goes left, the other foot follows it, and it ends up in exactly the same space as it was when I started the foot. You want your feet to roughly be shoulder width, almost at all times really, but you want to get from A to B as quickly as possible and as stealthily as possible, meaning you don't want to make big hops. Okay, you don't want to hop. You sort of want to glide. You know, you have to be as stealthily as quickly as possible, because the quicker you get your foot to hit the ground, the quicker you can deploy your punches. I'm standing here, I've got my base, which just basically means your shape. I'm nice and relaxed. If I'm going backwards, my back foot goes back about 1 foot, and the front foot follows it. It's just like a shadow. You end up in the same place as you were when you started. Let's go forward, step, and that's it. Okay, when you're going forward and back, and you can practice that very easily. One of the key points in footwork that I can advise you to do is to never let your feet get too close to each other. You're going to create some balance issues if your back foot that follows the lead foot ends up too close to it. Okay, you need to keep your base and your shape. That's very important when you're practicing footwork. Okay, yeah, ways to practice. This is very simple. Just go in a straight line, get nice and relaxed, and just move forward and take one step. When you step, bring the foot behind, get settled, and then step again. And when you can perfect that, then go a little faster. And when you can perfect that, then throw a jab in. that, throw a 1-2 in. If you want to elevate the practice a little bit and you don't want to just go forward and backwards, go side to side, change the punches up, throw uppercuts in there, throw 2 punches, combination, set your feet, move, punch again, bam, bam. And you build from there, all right? It's all about practice. You got to put the hours in, you got to put the practice in. You can do it anywhere. You can do it in your bedroom, you can do it in the gym, you can do it in the park, you can do it everywhere. Maybe not everywhere. You know what I mean. Okay, quick summary with footwork. Don't get your feet too close to each other. Don't cross your legs. Try to be graceful. Glide instead of hop. I specifically didn't mention about try to be on the ball of your foot or be on the balls of your feet, which you should try to do. But with beginners, what I've noticed is when you give that advice, which you should definitely try to do, it becomes more of a balance issue because then they try and be on the ball of their feet too much. And if you haven't practiced that, it's actually not as easy as it looks. So don't be on the whole foot. Let's just try to say be on the front part of your foot, okay? And then when you can do that, you can develop the skill. Okay, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please subscribe and like and share. Next week's video will be the uppercut. Okay, so be well, have a great weekend, and I will see you then.